It's the start of June, and the land is already baking under the Texas sun. Today we'll be stepping into the past, checking out a house that sheltered cowboys over 100 years ago. Then we'll hike the rim of the second largest canyon in America and find a zip line that goes 1,000 feet into the canyon and has been there for almost a whole century. It's a day of stories, footsteps, and forgotten edges. Let's ride. Alright guys, welcome. I want to give a little bit of some background knowledge of where I am and a little bit of what this channel is all about and what's happening. We now are close to 150 subscribers, which is actually pretty amazing and more than I thought I would be at this point in my YouTube journey. But if you're new to the channel or you're just joining, you're newly subscribed, I just want to give you a little bit of some background information. So where we are right now is the Harrell Ranch. It's a ranch in the Texas Panhandle. It's very unique for a couple of reasons, but one of which is that it's on the edge of the Palo Duro Canyon. If you don't know about that, that's the second largest canyon in North America. I'm Connor McCauley, and I'm filming and kind of doing this whole YouTube channel. I've actually married into this ranch through my wife, Helen, and we're happily married, and we are also a huge part of the ranch and the ranching operation. So stay tuned. Let's go down to that house right now and check it out. So I'll see you guys down there. Oh man, hiking through tall grass is not the most fun. Yeah, yesterday I actually ran across a rattlesnake, and let's just say I collected his rattler from him. There we go. Here's this historic house right in front of us. This is where the cowboys used to stay when they worked this ranch all the way back when this place was built. And this sign will kind of show this. I'm going to save you from a highly dyslexic read through this board. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to check it out. I don't know their names. I don't know their stories, but I can feel them here. The men who lived in this shack, who worked cattle on this land over 100 years ago, they left behind more than dust and boards. They left traces. A nail in the wall, a worn out boot heel, a rusted bedded frame where they may have laid down after a 16-hour day in the saddle. This place, it's not much more than wood and wind now, but it was theirs. This was home for the cowboys who helped the very foundations of this ranch. And now it just sits here, quiet, forgotten by time, but not by the land. The wind still blows through these cracks like it remembers. And for a moment, standing here, I remember too. All right, so here we are. We're up at the top of this little hill right here. You can kind of see around us. And this is the start of the hike. We're gonna fly the drone a little bit because you never know what's down there. And what I mean is there might be some cool animals like aoudad, sheep, or any other kind of critters. We'll definitely get to see some cattle. And I wanna go fly the drone around the cattle a little bit, so we're gonna check that out. And then we'll get on this hike and get started. So let's go check it out. All right, I haven't even gotten very far into my hike, and I came across this field of wildflowers. I had to show it off. If nobody's done an episode before, just a couple seconds here. Check these out. All right, so we've hiked about half a mile so far, and we're coming up on some of the good stuff right now, so check this out. And this is truly hiking on the edge of America's second largest canyon. Doesn't get too much better than this. Wow. A turkey vulture. Wow. That's pretty freaking awesome. Oh, there's not too many people who get to enjoy this view, and I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed, and I'm glad that I could share it with you. So we're gonna go up there, and we'll hike up there, then we'll go check out a 100-year-old zip line. I'm not kidding you. It's really cool. I can't wait to tell you about it. Hiking along on the edge here of the second largest canyon in America. And I just wanted to give a quick little rant of something that's been on my mind. If you're not up for rants, just go ahead, click to the next part of the video. It's gonna be really cool, I promise. Just don't click out of the video. Just go to the next part. Ooh, you can see this rock is starting to break off all the way around. I think we're gonna go around that rock. So I was thinking about today about the word privilege. And I think in our society, we have this really ugly idea of the word privilege. And probably where you come from and who you hang out with and your politics, you probably have different opinions and definitions on the word privilege. And I was just thinking about it, and I was like, why do we have such an ugly look at this word? And I think it's a little bit of our society where we think everything should be equal. And we think that opportunities are based on race or gender or whatever. And I'm not here to rant and tell you if that's true or not true. I don't really want this to be a political channel, but I want to just make a point, because I believe with privilege, there's great opportunity. And I think sometimes in some situations and in some contexts, the word privilege is negatively associated because of like trust fund babies, people who have this endless amount of opportunity and this endless amount of potential, and it kind of goes for waste. And in fact, these people can even be stuck up or selfish or just not present with the world. The word privilege should also come with this idea and this connection of not just opportunity, but responsibility. If you're watching this video and maybe you don't know, but owning a ranch is a privilege. Working on a ranch is a privilege. Having land is a privilege. Absolutely. But if you don't think for 1 second that does not come with great responsibility, you're crazy. Like, I hate to break it to you, you're nuts. This is not easy. It is not easy owning a ranch. And yeah, sometimes we get to go on hikes on beautiful places like this where other people don't get to go. But there's an endless amount of work and responsibility that comes with a place like this. These animals, they don't take care of themselves. We got to do that. We have to make sure they're watered and fed and happy. And that goes for all that sheep and the deer and the elk as much as it goes for the cattle. We have to make sure that this land is well maintained. These cedar trees that you see like right here, right there, and right there, those cedar trees that you see, they take over. They take over this whole ranch. We have to take care of those trees, and we'll never get rid of all of them, but we have to get rid of some of them or they would take over. And the mesquite trees are the same thing. Those are invasive to this area. We have to take care of them. So yes, I think there's people who are going to look at us as privilege. And yes, I think that's true. But there's very few people who can do what a rancher does. And I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Sam, who is a fourth generational rancher and who owns this place. It took blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, quite literally. I've been kicked by a cow. That crap hurts. It's not fun. Yeah, he poured his life into this ranch. It's not easy. Not anyone can do it. It shouldn't be just handed to people. And he does have the privilege of having this opportunity. But it came with a great responsibility. So anyways, that's my quick rant on ranching. I think we need to have more of these talks as this channel gets bigger, because I want people to understand ranching as a whole. That's the end of the rant. Let's move on up the trail and go check out this zip line. Okay, so here we are. We're at Bull Trail. We made it this far. Bull Trail's right there, as you can see. There was a video earlier of us doing a cattle drive out the canyon. That was us going up Bull Trail. You can check out that footage right now as I show it. And yeah, that was a really cool day. And if you haven't checked that video, check it out. It's in the description. That's my best performing video. It's pretty awesome. And then yeah, we're almost at the zip line. The zip line is just going to be out on this kind of flat area, and yeah, we're almost there, except for one thing. I made a flaw. I just walked out to this point and there's no way down. So I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit. Good thing this hike is not super long. Okay, so that was a little bit of a costly mistake. Had to do some backtracking, but one thing I have to say about hiking, especially when you're bushwhacking, kind of like I am, just going through random country, you never want to be afraid to backtrack. If I would have made a mistake trying to descend something that is loose and challenging, it would have been really costly. I can actually show you where I was.
This point right there.
Yeah, so the zip line, 100-year-old zip line. I know you're probably wondering, how the heck do you have a zip line 1,000 feet down in the canyon? Now, why would someone 100 years ago, like the 1920s, want to be ziplining? Well, I got some explaining to do. And once we get there, I'll let you in. So let's go. Let's just go right there. No, enough breaks, enough jabbering and yabbing on and all that stuff. We're going right there, right now. Let's go. All right, so what you're looking at right here, right now, it's a 100-year-old zip line. And really, it's not a zip line, it's a trolley. And a trolley, you can kind of think of it as like a gondola or a tram of sorts that you would see kind of at a ski mountain. And it would have had a wheel on it, and you could pretty much go up and down this big cable right here into the canyon. And you might be wondering, why the heck was this here 100 years ago? Well, in the 1920s, this cable used to exist before there was a road. There used to be a cowboy down in that canyon. There was a cowboy because there was cattle down there. And we actually still keep cattle down in this canyon. The reason why is in the wintertime, when it's really cold, it provides protection for the cattle. It gives them a little bit of protection from the wind, and it's about 10 degrees warmer down there than any day up here. The cowboy down there, he had a shack, and they would send feed down on this cable to the cattle down in the canyon. And the cowboy would actually live down there. He had a horse down there, and they would send him supplies too. It's a rich history of our ranch. It's really beautiful. In the past video, we had Aaron explaining from down there exactly what was going on. So just take a look at that. It's pretty cool. He's on a horse.
Hey, 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 hey. Come on, youngins, let's go. Hey, hey, hey. This right here is an old feed barn. There used to be a zip line way back in the day. And it come from up there all the way down to here. And they would use that zip line to transport feed from up there. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. Down to here.
Okay, so yeah, that's our 100-year-old zip line, or at least a zip line is what I call it. It is a trolley, really, and that's how we used to get feed 1,000 feet down into the Palo Duro Canyon. I hope that was some rich history for you to enjoy and see. Hey, I got the long trek out of here, so I'm about to go. But if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Check out this last drone shot, and I'll see you next time.